This morning we welcome spring with a blanket of snow, and for that reason I'm going to make cozy, comforting meals all day long for my family of 7. I also have a small grocery haul to share with you. I had to make a quick run into town, and then we're going to get right back to cooking up some delicious, comforting, warming, wintertime meals, and we're going to relish in that for just a few more months because when summer comes, I don't cook on the oven as much. These are the croissants from Costco, and we made bacon, egg, and cheese. We just scrambled up some eggs and laid some cheese on top. Stuffing them in these for the kiddos' breakfast or brunch. We've got some sick kiddos this week, so in addition to making them mullein tea and giving them elderberry syrup, a few of them have had really upset tummies, and we ran out of papaya enzyme, and this is what we use for upset tummies or acid indigestion, heartburn, reflux, all that kind of stuff. And we were completely out. So it's Saturday morning. I ran into the next town south of us and went to the grocery outlet and picked up 2 little bottles of this. So in addition to this, while I was there, I figured I would grab a few other things that I like to get when I'm there. And I'm gonna share all that with you in a little grocery outlet grocery haul. I like to go there because they've got these fig bars and the Z bars for a really good price, a lot less expensive than at Costco. So that's why I go there, and I get these for my kiddos that need to stay away from certain ingredients. And these we keep in the big van in a big Tupperware container. I keep a bunch of snacks in there, and then we keep some in the cabinet too for random snacking, but mostly these are out of the house snacks. And when we're spending a lot of time in the car, it's nice to just already have snacks in the car in a container. When you're a family of 7, it's nice. We'll keep different types of beef sticks and different things like that in there, non-perishable items, pepperoni sticks, whatever you call them. And then we'll keep granola bars and sometimes different little cracker or chip packs, things like that. So I try to be mindful, and then I always take cheese and meat sticks or some kind of protein and fat as well in addition to this, so that they have something else good to snack on. Back here, the Flax Plus Pumpkin Raisin Crunch. They had these for $1.99, so I just picked up 1 box. We don't do a lot of cereal. You guys saw in my last haul, I got some cereal from Trader Joe's, but we do cereal maybe once a week or twice a week for pre-breakfast or breakfast number 1, and then we do what I call like a brunch or breakfast number 2 an hour or so later. That's just a snack for when we first wake up in the morning, so we can kind of get our day going. Some days when we're moving a little slow. Aaron said these were the best Honeycrisp apples that he had, so I also went to Grocery Outlet to see if they had any more left. They had 1 box with about 15 apples left in it, so I picked through it and found the ones that were decent and brought those home. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apples, 8 large Honeycrisp apples, and they are really tasty. So I was glad to see that they had just a few left there. I should have went back and grabbed a box when everybody liked them so much, but I didn't. Okay, these are for the kids and for Aaron for early mornings when he is headed off to work. He can just throw some in the microwave. And then we're also going to make some breakfast burritos coming up soon. And this is quick and easy shortcut for this mama. I'll make the eggs, the potatoes, and whatever else we throw in there. And then I'll cook these up and then wrap those with some cheese and tortillas, and we'll have breakfast burritos, quick and easy. Aaron requested pepper jack cheese, and they had the pepper jack cheese slices. He's been making sandwiches for work, or rather I've been making him sandwiches for work, or he'll eat one before he goes to work, and he prefers pepper jack cheese, so I didn't have any in bulk. I might buy some from Azure. I haven't decided yet, but I went ahead and grabbed this little pack here from there. And then Hagen last night was asking me for broccoli. I don't know if we have any frozen. I grabbed a bag of broccoli from the grocery outlet. And this is a yummy pepper that we've been using. It's a powder. It says black pepper ground, but it's pretty powdery. It's not chunky pepper. I almost prefer this to the black chunks of pepper because those get stuck in your teeth and all that kind of stuff. This is a tasty type of pepper, and it's just really fine powder. We normally do our own fresh ground pepper, and then I bought a little container of ground pepper spice, and we bought this, and I had some in my backup. As we ran out of this, and this is our favorite. We got the ground pepper, and it's a little bit chunkier than this, and not as big of a fan of that as I am of the finer ground stuff. These are Riker's favorite, and he's always cutting them up. Well, not the banana peppers, but the pepperoncinis. He likes those, but I went ahead and grabbed him the banana peppers. This was $4.99 for this large 32-ounce container. And then the girls already have one of these Mandalorian wet hair brushes. They have the one on the left down there. And they had these. And I was kicking myself a couple months ago, 6 months ago, at the grocery outlet in Klamath. They ran out of these. They no longer had them in stock. And I thought, oh, darn, I should have got the girls another one, because we're always trying to find hairbrushes between the three of us and our long hair. So picked up another hairbrush for them. And then, of course, we've got the 2 bottles of papaya enzyme. The other one's in the medicine cabinet. We opened it up and dished some out to the kiddos with upset bellies this morning. And distilled vinegar, we needed that to clean the windows. I need to make my window cleaning water solution. And this is why the windows are yucky already. We're gonna get the windows cleaned up. That's kind of a weekly thing that I want to implement, that we're doing certain tasks on the certain days of the week, and window washing is one of the tasks that needs to be done regularly. So along with other cleaning, some distilled white vinegar for cleaning up. And that's my whole grocery haul. Now, let's see, that's not it. Where's the other one? I also grabbed these cookies and cream protein Z bars right here, the little ones. And the little ones, this was $6 for 10 bars. I mean, that's expensive, but I think they're normally like $9 for a pack of those. And then these down here were $14.99. I can't remember if they were $20 at Costco or $17, but somewhere in that price range. So it's a little bit of a better deal to get them at the grocery outlet. And then the blueberry bars were $7.39. Our total was $80.27 for this little batch of groceries. And because I got the Z bars, they're a little bit more expensive. So the pepper jack cheese deli was $8.49, and that is 2 pounds of cheese for $8.49. So 2 out of 5 kids are sick currently. The other 2, well, Bodhi hasn't been sick yet, but the girls have already kind of gone through their sickness. Annika's at the tail end, so now my 2 bigger boys are sick. So yeah, we've just been doing the survival mode for the last week, I'd say, because it kind of moves through slowly and goes to one person at a time. And like I said, we're doing all the things to support their immune systems. But you know, sickness happens, especially when you've moved to a new town. You're around new people. You're exposed to new germs. I am gonna tidy up this messy kitchen. Real life over here. It's been a morning. We've got lots of mess. Aaron went to work today, and we'll see him tonight around 7 p.m. So we're just gonna take it easy. The kids are playing games, playing with their toys, and watching stuff on TV. The sick ones that can't sit up. When they sit up, they're feeling even sicker. So they just have been laying down flat, and that seems to keep the nausea at bay for the most part. So lots of ginger, lots of teas, and just trying to keep everybody going. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for hanging out with me for this grocery haul. I'm gonna put this one away in my back stock because we do go through this. All right, today for lunch, we're gonna do some chicken salad wraps. So we've got our chicken salad, we've got our lettuce, and now I don't know what I've done with the tortillas. Oh, here they are. And we're gonna do tortillas. These are the chicken salad wraps. Delicious. This is some jelly. That is good broth. You know you got good gelatinous, delicious broth when that's what it does. It just goes jelly. No, it's like savory gelatin. It's delicious. You're gonna eat some. There we go. All right, we've got some elk sirloin tip, but what I'm doing is thin slicing it, and haven't decided yet. It's gonna be last minute. Are we gonna make elk stroganoff, or are we gonna make some kind of stir fry? I don't know. Stay tuned. Here we're gonna throw some Worcestershire sauce on these elk. And then we're gonna cook it up. I've got some mushrooms and an onion, and we're gonna cook it all up together. It's probably gonna turn into stroganoff, honestly, because I need to use up the mushrooms. And that sounds yummy with this. And I can do egg noodles, but also I could do rice and I could make a stir fry. So it's gonna be a last minute decision. This is definitely turning into beef stroganoff. We are starting out with some olive oil in the skillet, and then we're gonna add in our diced onions. While those saute, I'm gonna use up these mushrooms that I have washed. I got a batch from Costco, and you know Costco's bulk, so it was a lot of mushrooms. And I need a way to use them up, and this stroganoff recipe is gonna be the perfect way. So I've cut these larger mushrooms in half, and now I'm gonna blitz them in my food processor. Hopefully it's small enough that my kids don't notice. And they're gonna add so much flavor and so much nutrition to this dish. I'm just going right into the skillet on top of these onions with the mushrooms, and then we're also going to throw in our elk steak that has been marinating in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. So all of that is going to go in there along with some more mushrooms. I had to double batch it to get all of them diced up, and this is all going to saute in the pan and marry flavors. And once that is done, we are going to add some more ingredients to this. So to season everything, we're going to sprinkle in some thyme. We're also going to go in with the usual onion powder and garlic powder. We're also going to throw in some of that black pepper powder as well as some seasoned salt. You just salt and pepper to taste. I recently found this better than bouillon at Costco and bought it in bulk. Thought it would add tons of flavor to all of our meals. So I'm going in with about a tablespoon, a little less than a tablespoon of that, and just mixing it all in. This is going to saute and all the juices are going to come through, and when they do, we're going to add in about a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour to this. We're going to let this cook for about a minute. If you don't let your all-purpose flour cook for a minute, then it's going to have a very flour flavor. Your dish is going to taste a lot like plain flour. So the goal is to cook the flour for a minimum of a minute and let it kind of develop a better flavor. While the meat continues to saute, we are going to add our noodles to the boiling water and give it a sprinkling of Redmond's Real Salt. If you're looking for a deal on Redmond's Real Salt, I've got the best deal on the internet linked down below in my video's description. You can buy it in bulk and save money. Next, we're adding about 2 cups of chicken stock. This was a box that I had in my fridge from a meal a few days ago, and I needed to use it up, so I thought this recipe was the perfect time. We are using the gelatinous broth as a sipping broth for the kiddos that aren't feeling too well, and they've been enjoying that with some Redmond's Real Salt sprinkled in it for the mineral content. Next, we are adding in some cream cheese. I recently bought a box of cream cheese from Costco, and I am learning how to use it. We haven't always kept cream cheese in our refrigerator in stock. I would just buy it on occasions here and there, but now I've got a whole hoard of it, so we're gonna figure out how to use it and cook up some meals for the family with some cream cheese. We are also using it on bagels, and then I try to limit my dairy intake, so there are just some meals that I just don't partake in with the family when it contains dairy in it. Egg noodles make me feel really nostalgic. It just reminds me so much of my childhood and of my mother. She used to make us dishes with egg noodles, and every time I make them, I just think of her and I think about how yummy they are and how much my family is going to enjoy this meal. Okay. Elk stroganoff.